A- And we are live. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Let us know how we're coming off sound wise because we're having some microphone issues. So hopefully you guys can hear us pretty well. So just let us know. I'm Bobby Legs, and this is not a regularly scheduled stream. But I was gonna start a Sunday night stream, kind of like a talk soup, reviewing and going over some of the topics brought up by bigger YouTube creators, content creators during the week. But then I realized that, I can't really kick it off on Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. And so Mrs. Legs yesterday, and this is Mrs. Legs. How you doing?
Hi.
She said, are you streaming tonight? I'm like, no, because it's Valentine's Day. She's like, oh well, why don't we do a little stream, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
try it out.
we've been talking about it, and we've also been talking about her doing some reviews, um, but and hearing her take on it. But anyway, how are you, Mrs. Legs? How
Pretty
you?
good. Pretty good.
Did you have a good day today?
It's a good day. Yeah,
Yeah,
the kids are gone, so nice relaxing day without the kids.
yeah, awesome. So why don't you tell everybody what you have on wrist tonight?
So I have on my camo watch. It's a G-Shock, and I actually stole it from him because when I saw it, I really liked it. So it's mine now.
Yeah, Kevin S. Yeah, yeah, she's wearing the G-Shock tonight. Um, Yeah, so this is the titanium G-Shock that I picked up, and and then she was like, "Well, that's mine now." When I showed it
Yeah.
to you, basically. I have I took it off first, but I have my Panerai Luminor here. Let me get that close over there, and there you go. Anyway, guys, so let us know what you guys are wearing on the chat. Let's say hello to some people here before we kind of get started. Design Atelier, Jason, how are you? Hannah, yeah, okay, waiting for Mrs. Legs. Blue shirt, what's up? Six Killer 2121, what's up, buddy? Peter C, how you doing, Peter?
Is that a
Uh,
snowman?
what was that? Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
snow.
snowman. Yeah, yeah. Craig, what's up, man? Yeah, my thumbnails. Yeah, I have as much fun doing the thumbnails as I do having the videos, making the videos. Um, every once in a while I'll start giggling and Mrs. Legs will wonder what I'm talking about here. But um,
No, the best is watching him mess up making the videos. I don't ever have to watch his videos because I hear him making them. And so I get the full blooper show.
okay, well, thanks for that. Riss Ross, hello all, happy Valentine's Day. Currently have my wife committed to watching this. We'll see how long she lasts. Well,
Oh, stick around so I'm not the only woman here.
Sanjay, how are you? Ben, what's up? Keith, how you doing? Joe, happy Valentine's Day to you. Joe was the is the guy who sent over the drawing of the Tudor Black Bay. So he's
Oh,
so
really
he's a very
nice.
important person on the chat. VIP,
Excellent.
VIP, Joe.
Excellent.
um, let's see here. Who else here? Kevin S, of course. Nick, how you doing? Nick says hi to Mrs. Legs.
Hi, Nick.
Um, how you doing, Rick? Thank you for joining us. Oh, there's Seth, our neighbor.
Hey. Oh, hey, Jess. Both of us.
uh, Hi, Thomas. How you doing? Nice for you to join us. JCB, hello. How are you? Penny, how you doing? Um, and Thomas, thanks, man. Thank you for the super sticker. That's awesome. Bobby, hi, Bobby, and the missus there, and Bobby's like Daniel Day Lewis of the YouTube Watcher World, absolutely perfectionist, and it's great. Oh well, I mean, well, thank you so much. Anyway, so we thought we'd do like a little Q&A and maybe talk about how Mrs. Legs supports the hobby. So
Is that what we're doing?
is that well? It's sort of like supporting, and then we're gonna play a little game in a little bit. That's been my calling card of late is playing some games with people on who are in the panel or in the chat. Um, Rick said, "We now get the deep dark secrets of Mrs. Legg. Spill the beans, please." All right. Well, okay. So, like, what is one thing about my watches that that you dislike?
The watches themselves,
Well,
or
yeah, because you had mentioned that. Well, I showed you I was going to be wearing the Panerai tonight, and like,
oh, so
what did you
so what
say?
don't I like about your watches? Okay, so this is a good example of something I don't like about his watches. He takes a nice watch like this, gorgeous watch, and then puts this crappy cheap strap on it. That really bothers me. I don't understand why anyone would take like a $5,000, what is this? A couple thousand, whatever, and put like a $5 strap on it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, sometimes I like to change the pace, and sometimes when I see a strap on, online, like I may not necessarily know if I like it or not. So, this is a Barton strap, and they're inexpensive, and most of the time I feel like they're very good quality. Um, but um, but yeah, I mean, sometimes they're misses. They're not all gems. Um, let's see
Okay,
here.
Prince.
JCB, Mrs. Legs, do you support the obsession addiction? Okay, well, that's the first hard-hitting question of the night.
It depends. It depends on the day. It depends on my mood. I think I support the collecting a lot more than I support the channel. Sorry, guys. It's just that he spends a lot of time on it. And it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, he enjoys it, and we both have things that we need to do on our own. And it's just sometimes the 9 o'clock live streams. Obviously, I'm on this one, so it's not so bad. But our kids go to sleep around 7:38, and then we don't have a lot of time to spend with each other. So sometimes, it's a lot. It's a lot of recording. It's a lot of editing. It's a lot of Photoshop, and
Yeah.
it's just he spends a lot of time on it. So I just hope that it makes us a lot of money one day. No, I'm just
Well, I don't do it for that. I mean, it's something that I love to do. But Mrs. Legs is right. You know what I mean? Like, there is a lot of truth to what she said. I do when I can spend time. I'm spending time doing that, and I'm conscious, or I try to be conscious of the fact of not robbing our time with the family. And sometimes I let it happen, and that's so true. And I think admitting it to myself is a good start. And I'll try to be do better at that. I sincerely mean that. Um, if Mrs. Legs has a titanium square, what else is in her collection? Does she also collect watches? Now, Craig's wife is a collector as well, so we have a couple here that collects watches.
I do not collect watches. I have this watch, and I have one other watch that I actually got from Bobby Legs for my. When did you give that to me?
When you got your master's.
Okay, so that was before we got married. So that was a long time ago,
That
right?
was
Yeah,
yeah, probably like what, 2004, 13,
something
14.
like
We got
that.
married in 15.
Yeah, and that is
It's a
a
Citizen, right?
Citizen Eco Drive, and
Yeah.
it's nice. It's mother of pearl. Nice watch. I admit that I don't really wear it that much. Just starting now, trying to get used to wearing this watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we fall into that. Like, when we go through a period of time, I know I've gone through periods of time where I wasn't wearing watches, and it's hard to get back into that kind of habit. It's like anything, like it's like working out or whatever kind of like, something that you want to develop into a daily routine. It takes it takes a while to start, and to get going for sure. So I've been encouraging her. About a month or two ago, I was encouraging her to wear it, and you've been doing a pretty good job with it. So.
He would actually come bring the watch to me and say, "Here, put this on." Put this
Well,
on.
I love the watch, and I want to make sure she's wearing it, right?
It is nice having a watch on, though. I feel like I've been given the gift of time because I am always looking for my phone to see what time it is. I'm always asking him what time it is, and now I don't have to do that. So
Yeah.
it is nice.
Sorry, Penny, I don't have the tattoo game for her. Although she overheard it the other night when I was when we were playing, and I showed her some of the tattoos, and we had a good laugh
Sounded
about it this morning.
sounded like a good time.
Let's see here. Let's say hello to some people. I know I saw my consigliere around here. Where is he, Ryan? I know he tuned in. Anyway, I was trying to find his comment, but I seem to have lost it. No worries. Let's go scroll down over
Oh,
here.
there it is.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Hope you're feeling good. And thanks for joining us. Riz Ross, does Mrs. Legs collect anything else that helps?
No, I don't. I don't actually collect anything.
Yeah, you don't really no. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't. It's not like you collect like shoes or stuff like that, right? I mean, like, um, no,
I have playing cards from all the
yeah,
different places I've been, so that's kind of cool. But
yeah, yeah.
I can't start a channel on it though.
Well, you never know. People do have channels for a lot of things. We've been, for a while there, I was trying to encourage Mrs. Legs to do a channel because she's a tutor, and we'll just leave it at that. But maybe one day we can convince her to do it as well. Ryan asked Mrs. Legs, which is the next watch out of the collection you would commandeer?
Oh, um, I really like the Girard Perregaux, but I think it probably would be too big on
It's
me.
like it's a little big on me, so it'll
I love
probably.
that watch though. I actually almost killed him. Um, because he doesn't always tell me when he's going to buy or sell a watch. In fact, he doesn't really ever tell me when he's going to do those things.
It's
And
not well.
he was trying to sell that watch, and I basically had to stop that because that's my favorite watch in his collection.
And she was right too. It was at the end of the day my first luxury watch that I ever bought, and so it did have sentimental value for me. I kind of got like a little. At the end of last year, you guys know that I wanted to get a Rolex, and I was starting to pare down the collection, and it was one of the ones to go. But she did buy um, the strap for it, and the clasp. And that was like a was that a birthday gift or
I think so. This was before we got married
yeah.
too, though. This was early. This was early when we first started dating. So originally, I was just going to get the strap, which wasn't a really big birthday gift. But when I went into the store, they said, "Oh, if you're gonna get that strap, you also need this like $700 clasp to go with it." So that was a pretty big move right there.
Yeah, and she was right to get upset about it. I mean, she didn't really get upset about it, but she put the kibosh to it, and she was right to. Um, Kevin S asking the hard question here: can you get Bobby some high end hand cream? Maybe some, she did give me some hand cream, and pretty much every night, she reminds me. She puts she gives me a reminder to put on some cream. Yeah, she thinks it's funny that I get my chops busted for my hands.
But in his defense, he does he's out there chopping wood for a fire, and you know, we've got these two kids, so you know how that goes. And you know, if he had perfect hands, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want perfect hands. You know, we got a cat right here. We have
Yes.
our kids are the reason why we're able to do this is because our kids are at our in-laws, thankfully, for the weekend. It's nice to get a little bit of a break, but we still have a couple of cats, and it's going to be close to their feeding time soon, so they may get a little in our face here. But it is what it is. I mean, cats, right?
That's
Cats.
Wayne.
That's Wayne over here. Right over here. Not named after Wayne Gretzky, but Wayne Simmons from, well, he used to play for the Flyers. I don't think he's with the Flyers anymore, but let's see here. Um, Mrs.
Hi,
Legs.
Jenna. Jenna, do you collect watches?
I'm gonna guess that's gonna be a no, but Sanjay's a great guy. Yeah, I'm sure Jen is a great gal. Um,
No, no shoes, no handbags.
Shoes, no,
Chevonets.
no, 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 right? I
No.
mean, no, I mean, Stephanie's a brainiac, right? I mean, she's got a master's in physics. She's an excellent mathematician.
Okay.
She doesn't like stuff like hot, like collecting doesn't do anything. She likes to figure out stuff. She's more of a tinkerer like that. Um,
So think about the
Lucia,
eco drive.
what was that? Okay. Road Tiger, an eco drive is a sensible gift for the potential collector, not off-putting like battery changes. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, I think, uh, I don't know why I picked
Oh,
the.
I know why. Because
Was
I
it?
was saying mother of pearl.
Oh, yes, yes, that's true.
So he got the mother of pearl.
Yeah. Um, has Mrs. Legs got a potential favorite watch she would like to add to the collection
To his collection?
or your collection? I mean, is there something like so? Like I try, I really would love Mrs. Legs to get into collecting watches, but I mean, if she's not into it, she's not into it, and that's totally fine. But for me, the easiest thing I can do. Well, look, I mean, when we exchange gifts, we kind of know what each other like. So like now, like she likes this certain brand, and I get her gift certificates to it. There was a store near us that that sold a lot of French linens, and she liked that as well. Watches would be also easy for me to pick out for her, but the problem is like when I think I know what she likes in regards to watches. Most of the time, like you're not really into it. You're like, oh, I don't like that. Um, like I know anything camo is gonna work for Mrs. Lex. She loves anything camo. So if there's other watches that are camo,
Camo watches.
I think I could get her hooked. How about a higher end watch suggestions for Mrs. Legs? We need to upgrade her out of G-Shock. She loves it, man.
I do. I do. I mean, look at it again. It's so nice. Look how nice that is.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Um, where's Garth? Yeah, because of Wayne. Okay, yeah. All right, that's a good one. Yeah, all
I have a
right.
knife collection. Is there room for?
Wait, where do you see that?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, I
question
forgot.
is Mrs. Legs, is there room for a knife collection addiction?
Is this a knife guy?
No, well, I mean, I don't know. Design, no, his channel is mostly watches, but maybe he's a knife guy. Dirk is a knife guy.
So he does have a few knives, and I asked him, so you're collecting knives now too?" But no, he just has a few. Um, yeah, we have kids. We don't want a lot of knives in the house.
Yes. I mean, sure, sure. No, you're right. Okay, Benjamin. I know a lot of guys who exhibit much worse behaviors than collecting watches and running. Thank you, Ben. You got a good one there, Mrs. Legs. Ben, you're becoming one of my favorites.
He's pretty good. I mean, you guys all must like him if you're hanging out with him on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, you gotta like me too, right? You're hanging out with me. My wife would be requesting a diamond dial Rolex. You know, I had this like kind of like fantasy that we would get like kind of like matching like
Rolex.
or more, not matching Rolexes, but like a matching watch. For some reason I had in my head like Cartier, right? Like a Santos, like a square Cartier, and then I think I showed you a picture of it, and you're like, no, that's not really for you. But maybe one day we can figure out something that we both like, maybe for like an anniversary gift, like a major anniversary, that may coincide with my 50th birthday, let's say, and which it wouldn't. But anyway, just a thought.
Not Rolex though. Won't be Rolex.
Yeah, yeah, she doesn't. She's not into the Rolex.
What's this about camo?
Uh,
Camo dial.
right. This one over here.
No,
Oh, sorry.
that
Oh,
one.
okay. So the Bell and Ross B&R Snow Camel Dial. So is that like a white camo kind of Toms? I think that's what you mean. is that something like? Do you like just the green camo,
Do you
black
mean
camo?
like an urban camo?
Well, I think that the snow camo is probably going to be like that winter white camo that's kind of like white gray.
Yeah, it's like an urban camo.
Is that is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. See, like Mrs. Legs is more down than I am. You know what I mean? She likes Wu-Tang and she likes camo. So she's more hip. So apparently that's urban camo. So would you consider like an urban
Yeah,
camo?
I like
Yeah, okay. Well, we're getting more out of Mrs. Legs than I can over here in regards to watches. This is awesome.
camos in. Is there camos in?
Well, there is the strap. Yeah, there is a camo set. But the U one that I mean that's a big watch. I'll show you.
Yeah.
You probably would like it. Good suggestion, Ryan. Um, my wife loves her Reverso. Just saying. Um, I've shown you that. You know, it's like that polo watch or the polo players that you would turn it over and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
you did. Yeah, that was
yeah
pretty nice.
yeah. Um, there's a G-Shock clear square camo. Yeah, there is clear. I don't know if you
Oh, I
would.
don't know about clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Clear.
How about a Tudor Black Bay 32 with a camo? So that's a good question. So, Steph, I mean, like,
Is that? Are you talking about putting some other watch on a camo strap? No good. No,
see, that's
we don't do straps.
she
I don't
doesn't.
like straps. I
She,
like bracelets and I like rubber straps, and that's it.
yeah, yeah.
No fabric straps.
But you could, but
No.
they are rubber camo straps.
Maybe.
So would that make a watch more appealing to you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
This would look good on a rubber camo strap.
No, no. And I've been trying to find the right one for that actually recently. Um, I Panerai kind of charges almost like $200 for theirs, and it's a little much. So I'm trying to find something that is more not made by Panerai per se, but will fit the watch. Um, Royal Tiger Bobby, do you and Mrs. Leg share a common interest like music or movies? If so, does it translate to having a fancy home theater or well, so that's a good question. We have actually a lot of, and in fact, how we got together was we were hockey fans, and we both liked the Philadelphia Flyers somehow,
And they were in the playoffs that year, and
and they were playing, and so
Devils.
at the time where we lived, we were about 15 minutes away from the Prudential Center where the Devils played, and so the Devils and Flyers played in a playoff series, and we went, and we weren't together at the time, we weren't dating, but that was the first time we kind of hung out, just the two of us.
I think you thought it was a date.
I think I was trying to make it a date. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she didn't think it was a date, but and I didn't think it was, but I was trying to make it. I think did I try to kiss you at the end of
No,
the car?
no,
No,
no. That was later.
that was later. Okay, okay.
That was actually at my apartment.
No, no, but weren't we in a car once and you were dropping me off and then I go in kind of.
Ooh, I didn't pick up on that one.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Or are you talking about when we went to Atlantic City to see the boxing match?
No, I didn't go for anything. I didn't make a move that.
All right, all right.
Yeah, it gets a little hazy, guys, but um,
He the first time he moved in for a kiss, he tapped me on the elbow.
yeah.
That was
Well,
that was the sign.
well, we kind of talked about it. And we kind of liked
No,
each
no,
other.
we hadn't talked
Oh,
about
we
it.
didn't have to talk about it.
No,
Okay,
no,
all right. Well, that's my move. That's my move. Uh, Gold bling G-Shock. Now she doesn't like. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Legs is not going to be into that. Panerai 38 millimeter for Mrs. Legs with a rubber camo strap. Now
All
that's a
right.
possibility. That is
Sounds
a
good.
possibility.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I think she could wear a 38 millimeter, especially because the lugs on. It depends on the lug length, but I think that could work for on her. Um, yeah, we all try to make it a date. No, I mean it's very true. Um, good taste, Mrs. Leg bracelets and rubber strap. Yes, okay, so you get approval on that. Um, yes, you can't go wrong hanging out or rock. So we also like. I mean, sports in general, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
Mrs. Legs' birthday is in September. So I mean, before we had kids, we would go down to Philly and spend the weekend. Um, um, in
Those good old days.
good old days, and catch an Eagles game. I'm a Washington fan, so we didn't do that too much. But sometimes Washington would be playing the Eagles, So we would do that. We would go down, stay in a nice little hotel in Center City, and have a nice dinner. And then the next day, go to a game, and it was nice. I mean, we haven't done that in a while because kids
COVID.
and COVID. But hopefully that'll change. One day. Hopefully we'll be able to do that.
We've also actually there's something else we collect.
What's that?
The ice cream helmets from the baseball game.
That's right. So yeah, go ahead.
So we've been to 11 out of 30 baseball stadiums, and we collect the little plastic baseball helmets that you get the Carvel in. And so we have 11 from all 11 of the stadiums that we've been to. And, we had some good momentum going with getting to those stadiums before the virus hit. So hopefully we'll get back into it.
So we nailed down pretty much all the teams in the East Coast, with the exception of Miami, right? We haven't been to Miami. The furthest we've been to, we went to Pittsburgh. We went to Toronto. But everything else on the East Coast we've hit. Of course, getting out west is going to be the tough part. But I had this thought, and maybe this is something that we could do sooner, is hit the 2 Ohio teams and the 2 Chicago teams. The Reds, Cleveland, Cubs, and White Sox, and maybe even Detroit on a trip would be a nice little trip to have. Both are big Old Dirty Bastard. I mean, Mrs. Legs loves Old Dirty Bastard for sure.
That's true. Who's that?
Who?
Kevin S.
Oh, Daniel. Kiss for Valentine's Day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys don't have to pay me to kiss Mrs. Legs. Thank you, Daniel. That's kind of you. That's as far as we're gonna go though, on the stream. Blue shirt. Well, yeah, I mean, big Rangers fan. Love hockey, hate the Flyers. Let's go Rangers. I was actually Blue shirt, and you probably were there. I was at that Ranger parade in '94. I think it was '94 when they won the World Cup, the Stanley Cup. So I was there for that. Got pretty drunk.
Don't tap.
Yeah, you may get a kiss. Let's see here. Mr. America, go Birds, Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Good way to get Bobby beat up as a Redskins fan.
Yeah, no, he's not allowed to wear any Redskins attire in Philadelphia.
Well, no, I mean, it's not that I'm not allowed. I don't. No, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
wouldn't let it.
Yeah, I know there's certain places where you just don't show up with the other team's
no, because they'll throw stuff at me for being with him.
Right. Okay. And I'll catch a punch. Yeah, I'm from Philly. Mr. Mega, miss being there.
Yeah, I love Philly.
Rick's a Blue Jackets fan. Okay. Most people don't know Columbus had an NHL. Yeah. Didn't they went pretty far one year, didn't they? Recently, was that Nashville? I always not that I confuse Columbus and Nashville, but the hockey teams, their success, I always confuse the two of them. Wishing upon a star. Hey, Holly, how you doing? It's fun to see you.
Holly, hey.
That's right. We were in Coors Field. That's right. We were in Coors Field. That's right. I forgot about that.
That was actually the last. Was that our last game?
I think that's the last baseball game we went to.
Yeah, and Maggie was there.
Maggie was there.
Our daughter was there.
So almost 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this July or June. July, because it was July 4th, right? We went on July 4th because there was a fireworks. Remember?
Is that right? Is that right, Holly? Yeah, that's right.
Let's see here. I think so. Did you ever go to Olympic Stadium? No. Well, we have been near. So we went to Montreal a few years ago, and we went by Olympic Stadium, where the Expos used to play. We were at the Montreal Botanical Garden. And some what was that, like an eco dome or a biodome that they had there. But on that trip, yeah, but yeah, the smelliest person on earth was in Montreal. But funny story about that. So that trip, we went up to Quebec. We went to Quebec City, and that's where I proposed to Mrs. Legs. And then we spent a couple days in Montreal, and then we were like, okay, let's catch some games. So we went to Toronto. caught a Blue Jays game.
Mhm.
Then we swung by Michigan and caught because Mrs. Legs went to
Oh, that's
Michigan.
right. We went to a Wolverines game.
Mrs. Legs went to Michigan for a couple of years, and then we came back around and drove back on our way east, and we hit a game at Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
So when you make it out of Giant Stadium, and that's yeah, I would love to see a game there. Um, Pittsburgh, I believe, as I recollect, like if you in the outfield, there's the river, right? There's the
Oh
river.
yeah, that's a beautiful stadium.
But I think where the Giants play, it's like that. It's like
It's like that
the
too.
Bay, the San Francisco
Yeah.
Bay. I believe that's how it is. So that's got to be just great, great scenery. I tell you, the most beautiful scenery around a stadium I've been to was Safeco. I don't know if it's called that now, but in Seattle. Um, that is when the new stadium opened. I was living out there the year the new stadium opened up, when they moved away from the Kingdome and moved into the new stadium, and so when you're at the upper deck, you see the Olympic Mountains and the Cascade Mountains and Mount Rainier, and it's just amazing, amazing, and it's a pretty cool stadium. But my favorite stadium, of course, is where the Orioles play because I'm an Oriole fan. What about you, Mrs. Legs? What was your favorite stadium?
I mean, I'm a Mets fan, so Citi Field.
There you go.
So Bobby Legs loves baseball too. You guys are learning tonight.
Well, so Mrs. Legs loves baseball too. Okay. So Craig's like, if you guys come to the Detroit Red Wings, I would love to. Yeah, I mean, hockey. Yeah, absolutely. And Colin, I'd go to the games with. Yeah, Colin, you come too, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's scroll down. Well, yep, yes, you're right. San Francisco Bay. There are folks on boats waiting for the balls to get hit out of the park. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember that. I remember when Bonds was going for the home run record, that there was a lot of people. Holy smokes, Benjamin! Jeez. Thanks for sharing, Bobby, with us. Mrs. Legs, I put towards her favorite bottle of wine, craft beer. Anyone else want to chip in? Thank you, Ben. That's sweet. Blue shirt. Let's go Mets.
Oh, okay.
Rick. So Rick's in Chicago. So we got a lot of, when we go
Can
on
we
these
do the
trips,
tour?
we got to do.
Baseball tour?
There's going to be some people joining us on these tours. I
Yeah.
think, the more the merrier. Baseball is
Sounds
a,
good.
a lot of fun. Thanks, Ben. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna, it's around 9:30, and we're gonna play a little game here. And Mrs. Legs has very strong opinions about watches. As
I do.
as a yeah, you kind of, you're straight up. You tell me whether you like it or not, if it sucks or not. So I'm gonna show her a series of watches, and we're gonna get her take on it. Now she may have seen some of these watches before, but hopefully we can get her honest opinion. And I'm gonna let you guys know there's some classics in here, so we'll see how she feels about some of the classics. So let me share my screen. Oh boy, yeah, don't worry, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine. Okay, let's. All right, hold on. uh, Having a little bit of technical difficulty.
It's Lacey.
Oh, Slicey's here. uh, can we tell Slicey a little something? So before I start the game, I'm having a little bit of difficulty. So, I started getting into knives, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And one of the channels that I watch consistently is Slicey Dicey. So every time I put on because we have a smart TV, and I'll watch YouTube while Mrs. Leg corrects papers and stuff like that. So every time a Slicey Dicey video comes on, she's like, "Oh, it's Slicey Dicey time, Slicey Dicey." And then they progressed, right? So now it's like she has like a little chant, right?
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
No, no, no. But she'll chase me around the house, right? And she'll be like, slice and dice, slice and dice. So so there you go. So slice. So when I'm 90 years old and I'm in my bed dying and I'm having flashbacks of things in my life, and I'm not gonna have any control of what those flashbacks will be, it's quite possible that one of them will be a flashback of Mrs. Legs going
getting
slice
sliced.
and dice. So thank you. So thank you. Thank you. Let's get this going over here, guys. I'm not really sure what's going on. it should be coming up here. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Um, hmm. This works all the time except for right now.
It's my fault.
It's Mrs. Legs' fault.
Is it?
Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're gonna put out some watches here, and so now, Mrs. Legs, this is the Hamilton Khaki King. It's a field watch. It's a classic. What do you think about it?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
What exactly don't you like about it?
No, I don't like straps like that.
Oh,
What do you do?
hold on. I don't think the guys are seeing what we're seeing here. Sorry, guys. Mhm. I got this under control, fellas. Okay, so what about it that you're not interested in? Why don't you like it?
I just it the I don't like the strap. I
Okay.
don't like the numbers. I don't like the way they look kind of I don't know, they're too bubbly.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And I don't like those lugs. Those are
They are kind of like long. The lugs are long on
yeah,
this watch
they're
for
too
sure.
long. Too long.
I mean,
Long
it's a
lugs.
38 millimeter watch,
No good.
but 47 millimeters lug to lug. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, let's go to now. This is an FP Journe Chronomac Souverain. I'm probably not saying that correctly.
Yeah.
Um, FP Journe is a master watchmaker. So, what do you think about this one?
Of course.
Of course, of course, of course. Uh,
I think I like that. I always like things in blue. I like I like blue things, especially for you. I like blue watches. But definitely not that strap is terrible though.
it's a
Don't
leather
like that
strap.
strap. It's awful.
Well, it's a dress watch, and they tend
I
to
don't
come.
care. It's terrible. No, that needs to be on a bracelet.
All right. I mean, Mrs. Legs with the hot take here. Chronomatsu Brain on a bracelet. Okay.
I like it though. I do like it.
Yeah.
Other than the
I
strap.
love this watch. Moving on. Zenith El Primera.
I like that watch. I do. I liked the one that you had. This one's nice too though. What's different about this one?
This one's slightly, well, it has a bracelet on it. Mine had the leather strap. Mrs. Legs,
But yours didn't have a white dial.
no, it didn't. It was a silver dial.
I like this a lot actually.
I think this is probably silver, but it's just the way the picture is. Mrs. Legs, every time, she drives the car because when I drive, she gets a little motion sickness. Um, and uh, and so we would play a game like how fast she was going, and I would figure out in the tachometer how fast she was going, and she would tell me if I was like close or accurate. But yeah, we had fun doing that as well.
Yeah, no, I do. I like chronographs.
This is nails it. Titanium bracelet then maybe on the Chronomax Sovereign. I mean,
All right, yeah. Let's do it.
I'm sure titanium wouldn't be cheap. Okay. Um, So let's move forward. Okay, so no on the Hamilton khaki, yes on the FP Journe,
With a
but
different strap.
with a different trap, and yes to the
Yeah,
Xanathar Primero.
that's a nice one.
Okay,
Oh, no. No.
The-
No. That's terrible. That's so ugly. No.
okay, okay. So this is the Bulgari Octo Finissimo. It's a
No.
heck of a watch. It's one of the thinnest watches that you can get out there. It's very thin,
No.
sporty. Um, Yeah, yeah. So, Amin, yeah, Mr. Amin,
Oh no, Almond, do you have that watch?
and so does Rick.
Oh, that makes me feel bad now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. This game is really just the way Bobby likes to get an unofficial okay for the next watch to buy. Honey, you said you like, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
Seth, stop
well, he
it.
blew up my spot. So, how did you get your wife into watches, lucky man? Well, I mean, I don't know if that's
I don't know. I don't
he
know if
might be
I'm into
talking.
watches.
He may be talking about somebody else, but um, yeah. Hey, Rick. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Uh, and Benjamin, he agrees with Mrs. Legs on the Octo, despite its popular opinion. I really dig this watch. I really like it. But I could understand how it could be polarizing. Either you like it or you don't. There's probably no in between, for sure. So
Mm.
no worries.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I don't like about it. I don't like just the 12 and the 6 thing.
Yeah.
I don't like the
It's not.
octagon
Yeah.
and then all that
So it's not.
metal.
It doesn't do anything for you symmetrically, right? I mean, is that what's going on here? Do you think like you do have the 12 and a 6, but then you have the seconds hand and this not your typical position here.
Yeah.
Um, and you just don't like the metal. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. This watch is not for everybody. Okay, so you said you like moon
I
complications.
yeah, I like that. I just hate that Christopher Ward name on there. Other than that,
Oh, you hear that, fellas?
ooh, I don't like some of the other things there though. What's going on with that? Is that like gold? That's some kind of gold?
No, no, it says stainless steel. It may be like
And
the way the
why
picture.
why does it look like rose gold?
It's not. Maybe it's probably a reflection off the guy's hands.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it looks like. Because if you
Yeah,
look
no,
here,
I
it's
don't
not.
I okay.
I see. I'm kind
I
of. I
do love the moon though. The
see.
moon phase.
Yeah. Well, I like this watch. I wouldn't buy it, but I like what they're doing here because most watches with moon phases, it's always like a little small little thing, right?
Hmm.
This one, it's like they're dedicating half the
Oh
dial
no,
here.
that's great.
If
I
you're gonna
love
do a
that.
moon watch, do a moon watch. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not crazy about the bracelet and that name's got to go.
Yeah, yeah. That's also very polarizing. You're not the only one who feels that way. I'm very hot and cold on Bulgari. I do wear Bulgari clothes sometimes, though. Yeah, yeah. Okay, awesome. Um, I'm with Mrs. Legs on the Octo. Um,
But almond, it probably looks good on you though. So
yeah, I don't know if Amon's here, but when he watches the video, um, no one like the yes, yeah, yeah. Some people do like it. Some people it doesn't bother the placement of the Christopher Ward doesn't bother people, but um, yeah. Kevin, I did show her a picture of the MBNF yesterday because that was part of the tattoo game, and she really really liked that watch. Um, if you don't remember, I'll show it to you later.
yeah, me too.
Okay. Let's move on. So no to the Christopher Ward. Or
Well, yes and no.
yes and no. Okay. Fair enough.
I can work with it.
Yeah. Okay. Now the Omega. Now this is a classic. This is a legend.
Yeah, no, I like this.
Okay. This
I do.
so
I like these in general. The Omega chronographs.
so you heard that here, guys. Omega, the Speedmaster is Mrs. Legs approved. So very good, very good. Um, let's roll. Let's keep on rolling. Now
What
this
the,
is
what is that?
Louis Aron, in conjunction with Albert Silverstein, who's I believe a famous architect. This is a regulator watch. So this is the minute hand, this is the hour, and the seconds all separated. And it's just out there, man. I love this watch, actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
for like our 4-year-old kid.
oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. Maybe in a museum, like a big one on the wall, but
To me, it's definitely artwork. Um, and
see, now somebody has that, and I just insulted it. Now I feel bad.
no, 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 don't worry, don't worry. We all insult each other.
Those watch.
I love this watch. I love it. And
Just don't buy it, please.
all right, all right. Well, we'll see.
You don't even like architecture. Why would
I
you?
love architecture. I always wanted to be an architect. No, and even with a baseball stitch is like, okay. That's
It
Joe.
looks like a slicey.
What to say? National Museum plays down the street from me. Oh. Okay, okay. Not so obvious. So I just love it, but I wonder when I'd actually
Thank
wear it.
you. You wouldn't wear it, right?
No, yeah, I don't know. I love. I would wear that watch. I'd rock that watch
Where would you
all the
wear it?
time, all the time, all the time.
How much is it?
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, don't, no, no.
Art Vandalay, yep. Too bad you can't lease these watches like cars. I wouldn't buy it, but I would lease it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's
Maybe somebody should start doing that. Starting watch leasing.
they kind of have that already.
They do?
They're like a
Oh,
watch of the month club kind of
really?
deal.
And
Yeah.
then you send it back?
Yeah, but they're terrible watches. They're not really.
Oh,
Yeah. Um so
there's
let's move
more?
on. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a few
Oh
more.
boy.
Oh, this one.
Oh, oh God.
The Seiko
That didn't you
Monster.
have that for a while?
I had it for a hot minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's terrible. No, continue. Just get
See,
that off. Get that out of here.
Mrs. Legs is tempering it down, man. She actually really hates this watch.
Well, it doesn't look as big and scary in this picture, but
Okay.
it's real. Isn't that the really big one? Isn't
Well,
that
it's not really that big. I mean, I don't know. It looks bigger,
Yeah.
but it fit on my wrist pretty well.
But didn't I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's not as offensive in the picture, but
Yeah.
it was bad in person and on you.
Okay, and finally, the Rolex.
I just don't like Rolex. No Rolex.
All right.
No.
All right.
I'm not a Rolex fan. I think they all look the same, and I think you're paying for a name, and that's it. The end.
Hot take. Best watch ever. And Rob is referring to the Monster. He loves that's his favorite watch in his
Oh,
collection.
yeah. It's not for
Mrs.
everybody.
Mrs. Legs is hitting it hard. Okay. I know that Mrs. Legs didn't care for the Milanese strap on the Christopher Ward. Any favorites? A Jubilee, oyster style, or perhaps a beads of rice?
I do like the Jubilees on certain watches, but I think I don't know, what's just a regular.
So this is the oyster. This is a
That's
Jubilee.
the Jubilee.
This is
Yeah. No,
Jubilee.
I like that. I just don't like Rolex, but um what's just a regular
Oyster.
what's the,
You're thinking of the oyster. You're
yeah,
thinking of the
I
oyster.
mean, I like the classic.
Speaking of beads of rice, I forgot there was one more watch to this. Another classic.
Is the Beads Race the one on this Christopher Ward?
No, that's a Milanese. It's like almost
Oh
like
yeah, no. Yeah, I don't like that.
the Doxa 300T. This is the beads of rice right here. They call that beads of
Oh
rice.
yeah, that's okay. What's going on? What is that? Just like
This is the case. Yeah,
what's going on the outside there?
this is the case, and then this is the bezel.
Yeah, and then those are just like giant lugs on the sides. What are
Well,
those?
these are the lugs right here.
Yeah, but what's all that?
That's the case. This is the case right here.
No,
This is all the
I
case.
don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like that at all.
All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not crazy about the orange either. In
no,
general, no,
no.
I don't really like orange.
Hmm. Okay, that's good to know.
No, why?
Yeah.
Does somebody like that?
No, no. I mean, I like this watch. I
Really?
do. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's funny looking. I don't like it.
Okay. All right. Well,
Does anybody else like it?
Yeah, I think there's some Doxa fans out there.
I've never even heard of what's Doxa.
That's the name of the company. They've been around for forever.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of Doxa.
Cat. Well, they're gonna be.
He's
Yeah,
right there, actually.
he's right there. Let me. I'll stop sharing the screen. Slicey. Yeah, he's right here. He's right here. Thomas Burnett. Yeah, I'm with you, Thomas. I love Doxa too. You know, Jesse agrees with Mrs. Legg's assessment. Of course,
Thanks,
she
Jess.
does.
Thanks, Jess.
Craig, you got the yellow one. I love that watch. Um,
Oh,
John, this is Lucifer here.
here's Lucifer Slicey.
Yeah.
He's hungry, so he's not interested in what's going on here. It's actually so we feed them at 9:30. So at nights when Rob streams, oops, Bobby legs. Sorry.
They know my name is Rob. I think they could put that together anyway.
Nights when he streams, I feed the cats at 9:30, but we're both here, so nobody's feeding the cats. So they're a little upset.
Yeah, I mean, like going back to, I mean, like I nobody calls me. I mean, people call me Bobby Legs, but you don't call me Bobby Legs.
No, I know, but I didn't know that they knew your real name. So
yeah,
wasn't sure how this works.
Yeah, I could wear the Doxa too. I'm with Mrs. Legs on Doxa. I'm surprised so many people like that case. Cross it off your list, Bobby.
Cross it.
Oh, cross it.
Cross it.
It's tough. It's tough keeping up with the chat, and running it. So many people are so much better at this than I am. Doc says by Valentine. Um, let's see here, Kevin. Is that a cast member or is that a member of the legal profession? Sure. Um, show CW Sandstorm. Just curious on her opinion. The Sandstorm. Uh, I don't know. I'll have to look that up, MJ. Cats love Zoom. They do. Wearing a visitor Linda now. Okay, thank you. Show her the brightly super ocean orange style.
No, don't. Don't.
Nothing with orange. She doesn't like anything with orange. Is the Doxa T case really that much of a different than the Seiko cushion case? I don't know if it's that much different. I mean, I'm sure there's differences, but I don't know. I like both of them. They both sit pretty well on my wrist. Lyndon's saying I can let you borrow my 300T Shark Hunter. I mean, if you're referring to me, yes, send it in. Well, I'll do a review on it. Doxa looks like a turtle that got run over. Okay. What about the Red Captain Cook? I would be curious on her opinion. You guys are busting out. You guys are making me do extra work here. Hold on. I got to type this in. I got to go. All right. Red Captain Cook. Let's pull this up here. Don't say anything until I share. This is Legs, please. I want to get your. Whoa.
No. Is that it?
Chrome time.
No.
There you go. There's a lot of things you got to do. So this is what they're talking about. The Captain Cook here. What do you think about? Let's pull up this one over here. Hopefully it doesn't open up a new page. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay.
I think it's a handsome looking watch.
I don't know. I just feel like there's so many watches out there that try to be Rolex, and I don't like Rolex, and I feel like that's kind of in that zone.
Well, I mean, look, I think you're right that there's a lot of watches out there that try to look like Rolex. This doesn't look like a Rolex homage per se to me, but I mean, I get what you're saying. It is true. There's a lot of watches out there that tries to look, and I'm sure Rolex is trying to look like something. You know what I mean? They all try to look. They all copy from each other.
But I like the blue. I like the bracelet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about those hands there.
Yeah. Gotcha. Ricky, thank you. Does she know I was your first super chat? That is. I got to tell you, I don't know if she knows that you're exactly, but I remember the day that I did it was like either my first or second stream, and you gave me a super chat, and I was so excited. And afterwards, I ran over. I can't believe somebody gave me.
He was pretty excited.
A super chat. It was so awesome of you, Ricky. I'll never forget that. And thank you so much for being such a great support of the channel. I appreciate it. No Dacias for you, Rob.
No.
Yeah, I guess not. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, guys.
If there was a Rolex that I could tolerate, it's the one that he wanted to get. Like that was a pretty decent watch. I like that blue.
What about the Milgauss? Remember the Milgauss? That's the one with the crazy lightning bolt secondhand at Rolex. Do you remember that? Me showing you that? I figured I showed it to you because you're kind of like a scientist, I mean, you are a scientist. Sorry.
I don't remember.
Let's pull that up. Here. Okay.
Either way.
Let's see here. Boom, boom. So this watch here. Let's see if there's a more right here.
What's supposed to be special about that?
So this is a Rolex Mill, guys. It's kind of different here. I mean, you have this like lightning bolt. So the whole deal is like it's anti-magnetic, I think, for 1,000 gauss, and it was Gauss, and it was developed for like scientists, because scientists were exposed to anti-magnetic or magnetic kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a quirky Rolex.
Okay.
Um,
I like that about it.
yeah, not bad, right? Um, oops, the Kamagas does have an orange.
Yeah, no, I noticed that, but I like that it's different for Rolex. It looks different for Rolex.
What is it?
Rolex all looks the same.
It's a purific. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I'm trying everything. I'm trying everything.
What's this watch?
What does F have on there? I can't really tell. Maybe he'll let us know. F, what is the watch that you have on your picture there
Avatar.
and your avatar? Avatar. Did I just say avatar? uh, because my wife wants one as a radiologist. That's awesome.
That's
Awesome.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. So you can, I guess, wear it around the MRI machines and see
I get. I
stuff.
mean, I'm not even 100% sure. I mean, there's so many other watches that have even more Gauss protection or
Right, right.
anti-magnetic protection. Um, but um, but I guess. Um, Mrs. Legs could tolerate a blue dial Monaco or her blue dial Interstellar. Uh,
Yeah.
Monaco is a square. It's a tag heuer. It's a square chronograph. Um, the blue dial it's a. Are you talking about the Hamilton, the one that the Murph, or yeah? Um,
Oh my gosh. You're
Bobby,
gonna be
did
showing
you?
me a lot of watches.
I know. I gotta show. Let's. I don't want to overwhelm Mrs. Legs here so much. Well, guys, I think we had a whole lot of fun tonight. I mean, we're coming up to an hour. Mrs. Legs and I like to unwind around 10 o'clock and then watch a couple of episodes. What are we watching now? We're done with the morning
Finished
show.
morning show. Morning show was good. I
Morning show was good, and
liked morning show.
before that we were watching Ted Lasso, and
Oh, very
that was
good.
an awesome
Excellent.
show.
Excellent. We're kind of trying to cycle through the Apple shows
Yeah,
while we have the free year.
right. The free year, and then we watch when we're in bed. We'll watch. We're watching Fringe.
There's a little episode of Fringe.
Yeah,
Fringe is if you're into science, you like Fringe.
yeah,
It's like X-Files, but more sciencey, less aliens,
yeah. Less conspiracy,
supernatural.
or yeah, so, yeah. There's yeah, right.
It's not a new show.
No, it's not a new show.
It's an old show.
I'm sure you guys have seen it before. But always looking for recommendations. If anybody has any.
Yes, for shows.
I feel like especially when you're like trying to go and find shows like on Netflix or any of these streaming services, it's like a diner menu, right? There's so many, and you almost have like paralysis of analysis, right? You
I
just
fall
can't.
asleep sometimes flipping through trying to find a show.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't get
uh,
very far.
yeah. Ballers. Okay, is that the one with The Rock? He's like an agent. Is that something? Is that right? Um. Anyway, guys. So yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Mrs. Legs, thank you so much for. By the way, I don't call her Mrs. Legs when when we're not streaming. But Mrs. Legs, thank you for joining me tonight. I know you were a little bit nervous coming on, but I think you did great. And I appreciate your honest opinion about watches and our relationship with watches. Um, like to hear that. That's very insightful. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it's a good time.
And you guys on the chat were great. Hopefully Mrs. Legs didn't hurt too many feelings with the watches that she doesn't
Sorry.
like. but this is all in good fun, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Hope you have a great weekend. It's President's Day tomorrow, so hopefully you have the day off. And and we'll see you guys. See you guys soon. Good night.
Bye.